Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's movie review here, and today I'd like to review for you a movie I just watched called Margaux. Now, I was provided a streaming link to review this one. It's going to be available on digital September 9th, 2022 from Paramount. Now, this movie starts out with a man and a woman relaxing in this very nice, luxurious house. And it seems to have some sort of home assistant, smart technology going on. And we quickly see that it kills the man. We don't see it kill the woman, but I think we can assume that she is also killed, but we don't see it. Then we jump to a group of teenagers who are, well, they're college kids, I think, actually. And so they're getting ready to go on this vacation trip to this same house. Now, to me, this kind of ruins the suspense of, is the house going to kill them or not? It's more of a question of when, not if. And so that really kills a lot of the suspense. So they get to the house, and it kind of starts out like a lot of horror movies do, about a group of young adults all going to this secluded area together, and they're all kind of course, very unique and, as it always goes. And so they get there, and things are pretty normal. The house is really trying to cater to them and set up the house in ways they like, and they make it very clear very early that it's kind of gathering all the information that's available online and in social media and trying to cater to their every desire. Now, why it has to lull them this way, I'm not sure, but they're very happy. And then I would say maybe second day, and we're probably about a half hour into the movie. So other than just the first guy at the beginning, nothing scary or killer-esque has happened yet. Since the house does eventually start to turn on people. There's one girl, and she's like the coder of the group. She's really into computers and apps and whatnot, but she refuses to download the app on her phone, the Margaux app, I guess, so the house can get to know her better. And she doesn't have any social media, so the house is very confused about her and doesn't really know what to do and is trying to get to know her better. But at the same time, again, I'm confused why it wants to get to know them better, because the ultimate goal is to kill them all. And eventually it does begin to take them out, leading up to a big battle, at the end of the movie. Now, I would say for a movie of this type, it had really good effects and really good CGI. Although the kind of tentacle arm things that the house used to manipulate stuff, I would say towards the end, they started to, the textures didn't quite look right, and it began to really feel out of place and kind of cartoony. Not terrible, but definitely I thought more towards the beginning, or maybe when there was better lighting, it looked a little more convincing. And then I felt like towards the end, it didn't look as convincing. But there's some great CGI as far as the 3D printing, because this house like 3D printed everything, and it kind of showed this liquid. It looked great. This one woman gets electrocuted, and it kind of shows like this electricity shooting through her body. That looked real cool. All the blood effects. I thought everything else looked cool. It was just that kind of the tentacle arms to me, more towards the end, I think just didn't quite fit. But I would say really overall great visuals in this movie. The acting, for a movie like this, I would say was good. I liked it. A lot of times they will overact in these movies, but I thought for the most part it was pretty good. Now, I did not get the final fight ending of this movie. It didn't make sense to me. I'm just gonna say that it didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Now, overall, I thought this was an enjoyable movie. Fairly good for a modern horror. Not super original. Like, I've seen a bunch of these movies with the AI or killer AI. And just thinking even back to my childhood, The Simpsons, before, any of this was real, they made a show about a house that controlled the house and killed everyone in one of the Treehouse of Horror episodes. So it's not a super original idea. I mean, 20 to 30 years ago, they made a episode. So it's not a super original idea, although as technology does become more and more advanced, it does become more realistic and more believable that it could happen. the 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 AI does eventually explain why it became a serial killer. I didn't get it. I also would have liked to find out more maybe of the backstory of the house. Like they don't really get into, I guess it wasn't programmed to be a killer, but it just evolved into a killer. But I don't know, it was kind of a strange explanation for there. So overall, guys, I did enjoy the movie. I did give this one a 3 out of 5. I think it's definitely worth checking out for horror fans. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, check the videos, and I'll see you guys next time.